What's going on, SEC football fans, fanatic family? Listen, we are back in here for another episode of the SEC Snap Count on the Fanatic Sports Network. I'm your boy, Coach I. Y'all know how I get down. We here to talk about Week 3 previews, man. So far, college football been what we need. We've been wanting it, we got it, and now we here. Listen, I seen some of my people in the comments already say if you 2-0. It feel good to be 2-0. It be like that sometimes. So we'll see who gonna keep it, who we think gonna keep it going. And of course, y'all know we're gonna preview the games, and at the end of the show, we'll give our weekly picks and an update on who's in the lead in our little pick contest between me, Stat Guy, and SEC Mo, man. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get this party started.
No, I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fanatic. But we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, A64. Yeah. The FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see.
That's right, man. I be jamming to my own theme song. That's how it be sometime, man. Hey, man, shout out to the guy that got in the comments from Monday's show. Talk about the intro. He said he liked the intro. Shout out to DJ Brooks, one of my former players, for making that intro 3 years ago for me. He came through with the Fanatic theme music, man. Hey, man, is this your first time here on the Fanatic Sports Network? We talk all things SEC all the time. As you can see, you probably can gather, I'm a Georgia fan, Georgia alum, but I show love to the other SEC teams too. That's one of my day ones back there, Jamel Kelly. Shout out, one of the best wide receivers in South Carolina history. This guy here, boom, Taven Richardson, Kentucky Wildcat. That's one of the guys I known him since the 8th grade, coached him. Oh, my God. I'm going to show him some love because the Dogs play Tennessee. Sean, if we wasn't playing Tennessee, I wouldn't show you no love, dog. Boom. Tennessee, great. 1998, defensive end, Sean Ellis, and then the rest of them, dogs. Y'all can see that. And not pictured, other side, you'll get to see them during basketball season, checking buckets. It is the one and only Asia Wilson. That's right, man. Without further ado, if you like what you see tonight, you like the SEC, hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn the bell notification. The next time, bring another SEC fan with you, man. Let's get this thing started. Stat Guy in the building, my co-host. What's up, Stat?
Hey, man, I say every single day, I just love looking at that wall, seeing all the greats from our great state that was able to put on and be SEC legends.
That's right, from the great state of South Carolina. Everybody on that wall, shout out. Except for my guy. I had to show my guy. I did win that jersey. It's an Earl Campbell jersey signed. Shout out to Earl Campbell. He is an SEC guy, though.
Well, technically now, I guess. Yeah.
He got to claim the SEC now, even though he didn't run in the SEC. So shout out to Earl Campbell for making the wall as well. And I know some people say, well, Coach, why you ain't got your nephew on the wall? Well, my nephew's still playing, man. I can't, if y'all could see, they got the end dates for their career on there. And he still got more football to play. So once he finished, trust me, that G will come down right there. He going to get his own wall right here. So let's bring on our other guy, man. It's the SEC Snap Count on Wednesdays. And y'all know on Wednesdays, man, we bring in, it be Halls, Dogs, and Gamecocks up in here, man. Let's bring in our guy from Hogwild Podcast. It's SEC Mo. What's good, Mo?
What's good, fellas? Hey, it's a good week, man. It's a great week.
Hey, man, we all undefeated right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can't argue with that, man. Arkansas is what, the number 2 team in the SEC right now?
Hey, that's what they say on the standings, right?
Yes, sir. We'll take it any way we can get it.
I was going to say it's going to be a shame when only one of us can hold the right of being 3-0 next week. I hate that for y'all.
I hate that for the Gamecocks, man. I hate that for y'all. So it be like that sometimes. So, hey, man, let's see who up in the building, man. Stevie G said feels good being 2-0. That's right, Stevie G. Hey, it don't matter how they come. We count W's and L's around here. W's and L's, man. Appreciate you getting in, man. Hey, by the way, Stevie G, Oklahoma, that front seven, man, they look ferocious out there. So it does look like Brent Venables taking over that play calling duty, had them guys moving a step faster, man. So shout out, said, glad my team gave a coach high point. Hey, that's right. That's right. Listen, we're gonna get to that, Stevie G, but I'm glad I took Oklahoma.
I didn't do so good.
You'll see why. You didn't do so good. I'm doing terrible, but B Hull in the building. B Hull say what's up? What's going on, B Hull? Appreciate you getting in, man. He said, man, ready for the party. That's right. Shout out to the 2-0 panel. I got shouted from just my damn opinion, man. Hey, man, after the show, y'all got options. It's like a buffet out here. You got Hogwild. You go talk some more Arkansas in depth playing Ole Miss, and we'll get a little bit into that today too. And then you can also flip over to Just My Damn Opinion at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, and he gonna be doing his stock up, stock down, whether you buying stock or you holding stock or you selling stock on all the college football. So Scorpio spelled with a 0, Rip Charlie Kirk. Okay, yes. Tragedy, what happened. I didn't read much on it, but I saw it come across the timeline. Definitely never want to lose somebody, but prayers to his family.
Absolutely,
man. Right. Stevie G said we need a Vandy creator on today. Listen, Stevie G, I actually look for some Vandy creators on Twitter. They just ain't there. I did have shout out to the one. Listen, that ain't even a shot at Vandy. I just don't see
you
them,
sure?
Man. I listen. We did our South Carolina Vandy preview that we put out as a recorded content. One Vandy fan commented on the Vandy. The rest of them been South Carolina fans. So shout out to the one Vandy got in. He didn't take no shots. He just said, "This ain't your daddy's Vandy." They're gonna come into Columbia and do that thing. We're gonna talk about that just a little bit when we open up. Angel in the building.
Angel is in the building.
What's going on? Earthman in the building. Earthman say 45-14. Oh, miss. Ooh, God, the disrespect is starting early. What is going on?
We're used to it, man. Arkansas fans, we used to it, man. That ain't nothing
Oh,
new.
my God. Who gets Vandy this week? Oh, Vandy has to travel to South Carolina to Willie B at night. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a great game. That's going to be a great game.
Right. Oh, he said he's not on. So, hey, man, everybody, if you was planning on watching Shawty, he is not on tonight. Update, Just My Damn Opinion, be back next week. Antoine Boyd in the building say Arkansas will be 5-0 when they go to Tennessee. I said it here first. Antoine Boyd on the record saying Arkansas gonna be 5-0. Stand 10 toes on it, Antoine. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, I don't know.
Angel say Earthman, Ole Miss is going down. Cody in the building. What's going on, Cody?
What's going on, Cody?
Y'all? He say, man, Halls are beating the Rebels on Saturday. That's what I'm talking about. Call your shots, man. Call your shots. Cuzzo in the building. What's going on, Will? We appreciate you getting here. LSU representation up in here. Y'all got a big one coming down. We're gonna talk about that one too. LSU, Florida. Okay, we got people already standing on business up in here.
They are.
Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it, man. Hey, first up, man, real quick. First of all, tomorrow at 8 p.m., you can come back on the Fan Addict, man. 8 p.m. Eastern time, the stat line with Jeff the Stat Guy. That's right. This guy here, right? Talking all things Gamecocks. He'll go into a real good detail on what he's thinking about the game, Lenore's Heisman hopefuls, some delusional fan thoughts, and all that kind of stuff for the Gamecocks. But Mo, I want to get your thoughts on Vandy. Is they looking pretty good though, dog? You know what I'm saying? Pavia ain't had to pull out no rabbits out of his hat or nothing. They just playing football. What you think of their chances going into Columbia Saturday?
Man, I think they have a really good chance, man. I hadn't really had a chance to watch them play offensively. But from what I see, Diego Pavia is performing pretty well, man. I mean, when you look at the box score on their last game, what did they do?
Hey, man, they won by 24.
That's what I'm saying. Diego Pavia was 12 of 18, 193 yards.
Efficient.
Average 10.7 yards a throw, had 2 touchdowns. He had 1 interception. But it looks like he carried the ball 11 times, 61 yards, averaging over 5 yards a carry. I mean, it looks like they're handling business, man. I mean, it feels like they're doing exactly what they need to do.
They just walked into Blacksburg and beat them there. Like I said, Pavia didn't have to pull out no magic tricks. He didn't do nothing. Like, he didn't do nothing over the top. He didn't have to put the team on his back. The team just played a complimentary game, defense and offense. Went to Blacksburg and got a big win, SEC over the ACC. We always here for that. So, listen, the spread is 5.5 in favor of South Carolina. It's at nighttime. Just to tell you, just from personal experience, Georgia going in there at night, some years ago, they don't do too bad at night when they're at home playing inside Willie B. So I don't know if that favors the Vandy Commodores, but we're gonna hold Stat out, man. Stat gonna go head to toe into that thing tomorrow night on the stat line.
I will give one little small hint. Vandy running their mouth a little bit. I'm gonna say Vandy out here talking a little reckless.
Y'all remember that one year the old line for Vandy, they beat somebody and they said Alabama, you're next, and then Alabama beat them by like 41 or something like that.
But man, they beat them last year, didn't they?
They did. They did.
But the offensive tackle that'll be lined up opposite of Dylan Stewart was asked about Dylan Stewart, and his quote answer was, I mean, he's whatever. Hey, sounds good, dog. See you in the trenches.
Hey, listen. First Castellano, now Vandy. They out here calling their shots, standing. Listen, I like it, man. Talk a little trash, make the game interesting. Stand 10 toes on it though when you show up in Columbia, my guy.
Facts.
So, but yeah, man. Let me see what the comments talk about with this. Sharpshooters in the building. What's going on, my guy? Brinsky showing us some love. Cody say, I'm drinking that Arkansas Kool-Aid, Mo. Give me the hogs.
A lot of people are. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts around the SEC.
We're gonna say that Arkansas Ole Miss for last because I wanna hear these thoughts. Let's talk about the Bulldogs. Right. Earthman, you read my mind, my guy. Talk about these Bulldogs and what I don't like. I don't like what our offense has shown. I like what our defense has shown. Our defense looked to be back to Georgia's standard. But I'm not liking what I see with our offense, my guy. I'll say this.
Who y'all got at QB this year?
Gunnar Stockton. I need to know. I think if you've watched the channel long enough, you know how I stand on the whole Gunnar Stockton thing. So we're not going to tear the guy down. But I do want to see what's holding him back. Can he improve? This dude it's a road environment. Yes, he played in the playoffs. He played Texas in the second half of the SEC game, but this is his first true road test in a hostile environment. I don't think it's the loudest stadium, but I think it is super loud. I mean, I'll reserve that one for LSU. But Tennessee gets really loud, and Tennessee, Georgia ain't no real rivalry, but we don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see it, and his Tennessee defense is pretty good. So Joey Aguilar looks to have a handle on that offense way better than Nico did. I was never nothing against the kid personally, but I was never high on the 5-star status that Nico had. I felt like he was a 5-star athlete, but not a 5-star quarterback. I feel like Joey Aguilar can pass better than Nico. They don't have Dylan Sampson in the backfield, so I'm interested to see how we perform against a run game. So I think it's gonna be an interesting game, but I'll give my pick at the end of the show. If you caught the Respect the Hedges last night when we talk all Georgia football every Tuesday at 8 p.m., and you can know exactly how I feel about that. Mo, what you think about this UGA Tennessee game?
Man, I think it's going to be a barn burner, man. I think that Georgia's going to play up to the competition. I think that y'all have just been treading slowly, man, with these cupcakes, man, trying to find y'all's offense. I think that y'all may be in a spot where y'all just don't want to show too much too early, especially against a lesser opponent. And I think y'all haven't found a rhythm yet, man. But I don't think they'll have a choice against this Tennessee team, man, because this Tennessee quarterback, bro, he got a chance to play in front of his granny this past weekend, and he went off, bro. I mean,
right.
I think they're gonna ball out, man. If I look at these lineups, bro, and I'm looking at these grades, man, Aguilar's balling, bro. Joey Aguilar's balling.
Right.
86.9 PFF grade, bro. I mean, and it's so balanced too, bro. 63 passing snaps, 63 running snaps. His overall offensive grade is an 86.9. Passing grade is an 88.8, bro. He's balling.
Stat guy, I know last night you kind of said you think Tennessee might be the year Tennessee get the Dogs.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really like Tennessee's defense. And I think I think the defenses just kind of wash each other up, and it just becomes a weird game. And in weird games, I tend to favor the home team. The one thing that I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger and actually pick Tennessee is y'all have their number. And you know, we know this from coaching. Like sometimes the mental aspect of that, even with new kids that don't understand the butt whoopings that you've taken in the past, it gets talked about around the program that it becomes a mental hurdle. And to jump that mental hurdle is such a huge thing. It's not just talent. It's not having the better team. You can't just do the right thing from play to play. You actually got to go out there and take it. And can they go? I don't know if anybody can just take Georgia's lunch money because I don't think Georgia's built like that. So that's going to be the interesting thing is like, can they get over the mental hurdle of beating somebody that currently has their number?
Right. It's kind of the same thing, you know, with UGA, Alabama. It don't really matter who had a better team. Alabama just has our number. And like you said, as a coach, you know, when you start to see, because this is the thing in sports, team sports, there's ebbs and flows to the game. You're going to be doing good. They're going to have a drive. You're going to have a drive. You're going to stop them. They're going to stop you. But when you don't have a good drive or you don't get a stop, how do you react? You know what I'm saying? And we all know and we all trust that Kirby has his team prepared for those situations because we've been in, you know, a lot of those big time battles and came out on top. But as that mental hurdle, you say, oh, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again, that type of thing. So I think the team is going to come to play. I think it's going to be a dog fight for sure. I don't see a situation, and again, it could happen. I don't see it, and it has happened the last 8 times, but I don't see a situation where we beat them by like 3-4 touchdowns. So I think this thing going to be a real good dog fight. Cody said, give me Georgia in that game. Okay. I got you. I'm with it. Angel says we're going defense, then Georgia wins. I do like Tennessee's defense. I like our defense better, but they do have the home crowd. But that's never really, you know, stopped us under Kirby or Mark Richt for that matter.
Right.
Earthman says Georgia gets the win. Trojan fight in the building. What's going on, Trojan fight? Trojan fight. Hey, man, just to step outside of the conference right quick. Trojan fight. I saw a list today that said y'all averaging the most yards per game in the Power 4 or something like that. They had the Trojans at the top of the list. Shout out to the Trojans for beating up on the people they supposed to beat up on, how they're supposed to beat up on them. Interested to see when y'all play them Big Ten opponents that, you know what I'm saying?
Also, shout out to the Trojans giving me something to do at 11 o'clock. Yo.
I know, right?
yeah. You was it was lag for a minute. That's why I thought I was like you was, but now you good. You good now.
Oh, I'm good. I was gonna say shout out to the Trojans for giving me something to do Saturday night with the 11 p.m. Eastern time kickoff against Michigan State.
It's crazy.
Love me some Midnight Madness for football.
Right.
That's
Stevie
crazy.
Coach, what's the UGA UT injury report for guys that? So I noticed the thing has been going around about UT not having their starting corners, McCoy and the other guy, but those guys haven't played this season yet anyway. It's not like they're out for this game. McCoy actually tore his ACL back in, I want to say January or February, something like that. So he's physically recovered, but I don't know if he's been cleared yet, that type of thing. The other guy's been out for undisclosed reasons. We haven't got for Georgia. Our injuries are on our O-line. Our starting right guard, the true freshman Gaston, he hurt himself, I want to say in the third quarter of the first game, and Kirby said he's been doing some individual work still, you know, up in the air. Kirby ain't giving you nothing, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't think he'll start, but he'll be available to play. And then the other injury, we lost our one of our tight ends. The guy that's been actually getting the most snaps, or one of the most snaps at tight ends, the true freshman Ethan Barbar, he won't be back until probably like after the Florida game. I want to say he broke his ankle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it didn't look good. He got carted off in the air cast. So, and then I think we had one more. Oh, Ernest Green, our starting right tackle. I don't know if he plays today. I mean Saturday, but if it plays out like it's been, I actually like our true freshman right tackle, to be honest with you. Just saying. So I'm wishing him a speedy recovery, but I actually want to see our true freshman right tackle. So that's that for you. So Stat, your thoughts on this? So you saying if it turns into a defensive game, they wash each other, and then you go on with the home team possibly.
What's the spread on this one?
We're 3.5 point favorites.
Mm.
Yeah, We were 6.5, yeah, but after how we looked against, we didn't look too. Listen, as Dog fans, we know we didn't look good against Austin P. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't look like we were supposed to look anyway. We was never in danger, but as a program like that, that's like you got to go out and do what you're supposed to do against teams like that, and we didn't look like that. So it's gonna be interesting. Tennessee,
can I just bring up a couple stats though, man? And I know I'm not the stat guy. I'm not trying to steal your thunder here, stat guy, but man, Georgia's PFF grade is an 80.4 and Tennessee's is an 89.9.
There it is.
And the passer rating under pressure for Georgia is 39.6 and for Tennessee it's 117.2.
You see the difference?
Y'all have a 0% big time throw percentage, and Tennessee has a 1.16%, bro.
Hey, good thing for it is the numbers ain't gonna help you on Saturday.
That's facts.
Hey, one thing we can say is even the history, it don't help you. I tell fans, hey man, it can mentally get into you, but physically you just got to go out there and play that game, man. So at the end of the day, I definitely am picking Georgia to win. I trust Kirby to have those guys ready. I just don't think it's gonna be how we are used to when we go up to Knoxville. You know what I'm saying? Like 41-0, 31-3, something like that, 38-10. Right. It ain't been pretty for him. So
you see what Shouty said.
Analytics got coaches lose. Listen, they do. Analytics do have these coaches making bad decisions, going for it on fourth down when they shouldn't be going for it on fourth down. He says Green, our starting right tackle, may play, but at the end of the day, we're showing off depth. We're playing 10 linemen. We've already played 10 to 11 linemen. So, hey, man, let's move on to the next game, man. And that's going to be that LSU versus Florida. All right, Stat. Is this do or die for Billy, Sunbelt Billy? If he loses this game in Baton Rouge, even though right now, I tell you myself as a Georgia fan that I would have LSU at the number one spot in the conference. If they go to LSU, lose to what I consider the number one team in the SEC currently, is that still fireable?
No, I don't think he gets fired until Mississippi State or Georgia later in the year.
Okay.
I don't think he wins a game until Mississippi State. I think the downward spiral has started, but the loss to USF guaranteed that the University of Florida will be hiring a new head coach at the end of this year. There's nothing Sunbelt Billy can do to save his job.
You said that dude can't turn it on and roll 10 straight?
No.
That's South Florida. Listen, shout out to South Florida. I thought they looked good against Boise State, but then I wanted to hold.
Tell y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hold judgment though, Mo, because it was Boise and Boise didn't have Ashton Genty. But to their credit, they backed that up by going into the swamp. Now, Georgia hasn't played in the swamp since 1994. But I know that Florida is tough to beat at all in the swamp. I don't care who you are.
Bro, how does Georgia go 30 years without playing in Florida?
We play it's a neutral site game. We play in Jacksonville. The only reason why we play home and home 94-95 is because the Jaguars stadium was getting renovated for the Jaguars.
Bro, that's crazy. And
so they're doing more upgrades next year and the next 2 years. So the next 2 years it'll be in Atlanta and somewhere. Still not gonna go campus though, because they know if they ever let it go back to camp home and home, it's staying that way. But it's too much money being given to the universities to have it at a neutral site. So
I think it's Atlanta and Tampa, right?
Atlanta and Tampa, yeah. And then
that's crazy.
The renovations for Jacksonville will be done, and then it'll be back in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is not. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't saying that that's because they got the Jaguars, but when it comes to like anything else, that is their one. That's their big money maker, dog. They are not letting that thing go. They pumping that money out if they got to. Cuzzo gets in and say that's going to be a tough game. Florida always plays themselves. That's like an unspoken rivalry, I would say. You know, they got the battle of who's the DBU. I think they both can make a claim to it. You know, at one point, you could say Florida was in that wide receiver U with LSU wide receiver U. I think LSU done took that title now. But I think and that was always their permanent opponent when we had East and West. So there's a lot of things going on, man. So Mo, after you say what you think, so I just before we get into the game, Do you think this? Do you think like Billy can't save himself?
Yeah, man. I think this is a sticky situation for Billy, man. I mean, the only way that he'll be able to even remotely be considered to keep his job, bro, is if he wins one of these games down the stretch, man. Not necessarily down the stretch, but in the meat of this schedule. Let me get back to it. I'm looking at this schedule, man. You got an opportunity against Miami. You got an opportunity against Texas. You got opportunities, man. But is the momentum that was lost in that USF game gonna carry over into this LSU game? If he loses this LSU game, it's a wrap. Like there is no momentum. There is no forward momentum going to Miami, and Miami looks good. You know what I'm saying? Miami ain't no slouch, bro. They ain't Texas. I mean, yeah, Arch Manning ain't where he wants to be or where everybody expected him to be at the beginning of the season, but man, he still got opportunities in front of him. But if he can't capitalize on them, he's out of here. I agree with what Stat said. If he can't win any one of those games before Mississippi State, he's out.
God, them walls is closing in on Billy, dog.
Facts. Right, but I guess my biggest problem is even if he goes to Baton Rouge and pulls off the upset, can he back it up against Miami? Can he back it up against the schedule doesn't get easier. So even if he catches a win against one of these teams, they could still end up going 3-9. And it's like, I mean, there's a chance they don't win another game the rest of the year. They do have Mississippi.
That's tough, right there.
They got Kentucky
and Mississippi. They have Mississippi State and Kentucky. But that's what I'm saying. So you look at those two games, that puts you at 3-9. I think he has to find 5 wins on the schedule to save his job. He ain't finding 5 wins the rest of the schedule.
Yeah, I don't see 5.
He is cooked.
Because not for nothing, after they play LSU, dog, they got to play Miami, and then after Miami, they got to play Texas A&M.
I mean, after that loss to USF, man, I think 4 wins is the ceiling for Florida and Billy Napier.
And that gets him fired.
Okay, yep. Rico, what's going on? Rico getting in here. He was talking about the Georgia spread when he commented this. It was 3.5. The over under is 49. So, but appreciate you getting in. He said, "What's up, SEC Mo?
What's good, Rico?"
Right. Let's see. Woo Pig Sue in the building. Say Tennessee with the upset. I see you, Woo Pig. I see you. He says 27-24. Okay. At least he didn't go crazy and say something like 30 because y'all know there. I don't remember last time Tennessee scored 30 on us. That's not even a shot. That's not even a shot. That's just facts.
That's funny.
Right. Like I think Heupel is at about 18 at his most against us, maybe something like that. And I think before Heupel, I think in 2016 Kirby first year when they beat us, I think they scored 26 or 27, something like that. So Angel says Death Valley night game. This is what I'm saying. Like, hey man, with my career riding on it, I tell you where I don't want to go. Baton Rouge at night. I don't care what my team look like. You know what I'm saying?
And they're good. Like hell no.
I feel you on that.
To Shotty's question, it looks like his buyout they owe him like $24 million or so.
That's actually not bad. It ain't 70 million.
Yeah, I was about to say in this day and age in college football, I think when you less than 40, they just let's just go ask the donors, dog.
Yep.
Angel say he going with LSU. Stevie G said LSU starting center is questionable. That could be huge, when you talking about timing of the snaps and stuff. Miss Kathy in the building. What's going on, Miss Kathy? Appreciate you getting in.
I know you stay up late tonight.
She say LSU gonna kill Florida. God, dog. Shawty say at this point, man, even UF expects to lose this game. They've already braced themselves. Damn, that's tough, Shawty. That's tough right there. LSU wins but won't cover. Close game. B Hull say LSU gonna skin a Gator. Ooh,
being grilling.
Right. Oh, Rico. Okay. Woo Pig say LSU will win, but I don't think it'll be a blowout. 31-24. Okay.
I mean, the way these games have been shaping up over the first 2 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, because there's a lot of, and to point out, like even going back to the UGA Tennessee game, to be honest, neither one, like Tennessee did play a P14, but Syracuse turned around and struggled with UConn. So what do we know about Tennessee for real? What do we know about Georgia for real? I mean, we beat G5 opponent 45-7. I mean, we beat FCS team last week. But so what do we really know about either one of these teams? Cuzzo get in here and say that's going to test our defense when we play Florida. So I'm glad you said that, Cuzzo, because I want to ask Mo, man, what's your thoughts on DJ Lagway, man? Like, this is why I asked this. They went on a little run at the end of the year last year. First of all, he came out 5-star, you know, all the hype. And I'm not saying that it ain't warranted. I just want to know where you at, because even during that stretch where they went like 5-1, 6-1, whatever to close out the season, he was only 55% completion percentage.
Right.
Now, granted, quarterback get all the blame and all the glory. They did it. He hasn't looked like he's this generational guy so far. What's the issue?
I mean, you just took the words right out of my mouth, man, with all this generational talent talk. I mean, he's on the same wavelength as Arch Manning, bro, not living up to expectations. I mean, you're just fiddling along, man. I mean, what do they say? Middling along. I mean,
right.
I'm not overly impressed, but he's just not performing up to expectation, man. I mean, he's just not. He's just not, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm just not impressed by DJ Lagway.
I got a question for y'all.
What?
They go to Louisiana, get beat, which we all think is going to happen.
Okay.
DJ's now played in 3 games. You
okay.
see the writing on the wall that your coach is fixing to get fired. Does he sit out so he can take a red shirt and hit the transfer portal somewhere? Because it's not good. It's not a good situation in Gainesville.
Well,
because this is why I say no, Mo. Because even if he's going to hit the portal, to what you just said, he hasn't lived up to the billing, correct? That's what we all agree.
Correct.
So even though coaches know he had potential, when you looking at somebody to bring out the transfer portal, you kind of want the goods right now. And I'm not saying that there won't be suitors if he sit out, but it's almost like the rest of the season. It's like you putting it on film. You need some tape. You need more tape. You need the audition. It's like if you want them big bucks in the NIL, you better put more than what you done put on tape. We might still want you, but we ain't giving you that big payout unless you show me what you can do.
Facts.
So I guess my rebuttal to that would be he has the film last year showing he knows how to win football games.
Still don't know how to pass, though. Still don't know how to pass.
He will not have that film this year because they're not going to win football games, and he's still probably not going to complete passes.
Well, the benefit is that he has the generational talent tag.
Right.
So some schools are just going to go out there off the potential of what he could be. Look at Nico Iamaleava, for example. Hell, he definitely didn't perform like a number 1 prospect coming into college. And then you have the NIL issues and your pops out there popping off at the mouth and getting you in trouble. Like, bro, I'm not saying that DJ Lagway has like the same issues that Nico Iamaleava did, but he also has the potential to have the same trajectory.
True, but I guess to both of y'all point, he has that potential to have that downward spiral because he doesn't have the talent, but just because it's not no production there. But he also, like you say, he has that tag, and there's going to be somebody that says, "All right, we're going to take a chance. We can change him."
Think about UNLV. Who's at UNLV right now?
Dan Mullen, right? Dan Mullen. Sharpshooter say, Brisky say, it's over with for Billy, man. It's over with. Brisky say he can't save his job. What's going on? I appreciate you getting in. How about them effing dog casts? Hey, man, y'all go check him out, man. He do some good content on the dogs as well. We appreciate you getting in, my guy. B-Hole said it's over with for Billy. the chat.
That's what they say. That's what word on the SEC streets is.
Hey, the chat say Billy, hey man, ain't no need to take the trip with all this, dog.
That's what word on the street is, man. They say it's over with for Billy, man.
Florida got the top 5 schedule in the toughest schedule in the nation. That's true, Rico. I'll be honest with you. I think top 3. I'm keeping butt with you. Like, it don't get no easier for Florida.
It's up there with Arkansas. Arkansas.
South Florida, literally, I think outside of South Florida, they play one other team that's not a P4. They play 11 P4 teams this year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Tenn, they played Long Island week 1.
Long Island.
That was it.
Yeah, so 10 P4s, 1 G5 who look to be currently the favorite to be the G5 playoff team, and then Long Island. They should have saved Long Island for the middle of the season and get some of that confidence back or something, man. So
this is a tough schedule. That is a tough schedule, bro. That's a really tough schedule.
And that's what I'm saying with what Mississippi State looked like last week, That's now not a sure win. Like, I mean,
fast.
there's a
Bruh, the
while we're not
disrespect is rampant tonight. You said Mississippi State ain't a sure win, dog. The disrespect is rampant on the Florida
Bro,
State. Florida
there's a
who
path to 1-11.
expected Mississippi State to beat Iowa State, man?
I mean, you mean Arizona State? Yeah,
Arizona
I
State,
mean,
I'm sorry.
hey, the disrespect is rampant.
Hey, there is nothing I would rather see right before we catch Florida back-to-back years than them going 1-11. Sign me up.
Ooh, Connor in the building. What's going on, Connor?
What's going
Appreciate
on,
you getting
Connor?
in. Hey, my boy B Sheezy in the house. Me and B Sheezy will be watching some football together this weekend, man. Chopping it up. Appreciate you getting in. Miss Kathy said to me, he's a game. Oh, the disrespect is running rampant. She said Lagway a game manager.
That's what they say, man.
God. I wouldn't even. God, I couldn't even. I'm glad I ain't no Florida fan right now. So, who got some? Hey, some of the comments about the Arkansas Ole Miss. We're gonna get to that game here in a minute. I am starting, and I'm gonna come back to them.
That's turning out to be one of the hottest of the weekend. Like
real talk,
yeah.
Because both teams get to see what they really gonna be about this year. You know what I'm saying? Rico said we all love drama, especially in sports. Therefore, Billy will keep it close. Vegas will keep it close. Right, because I'll say Florida's going to look at that game. We played last week and look and see where our weaknesses is. It's going to be a tough game, but I think we're going to pull it out. LSU, yes, for sure. I tend to agree with that sentiment. Trojan Fight said, what's the odds, though, that Florida beats LSU or Miami? They might not have another sure win till Mississippi State, and that's 5 games from now. And Trojan Fight, according to Stat Guy, that ain't even no shoe in no more. And Mo said, hey, man, they looking good at high B. So we about to talk. We got to talk about that one. It's like the NFL used to be. You playing players based off potential and money. That's kind of how I think that's true in a lot of cases. Because just think about this, man. If y'all pay this recruit, whether transfer portal, whether high school, you paying him upwards of $1 million to come in. If he a highly touted person, are you gonna sit that $1 million? Or are you gonna play that $1 million regardless? DJ Lamb got a lot of money.
Gotta play him.
We got $1 million sitting on the bench at South Carolina.
Well, I bet you he won't be sitting there for long.
Aaron Nolan.
Well, he's the heir apparent though, because everybody, you know, the NFL execs are falling over sellers, so it's different. So it's almost like he knows he's gonna play. It's different though when you just in the program and you ain't, you don't know what's going on. You don't know when the guy in front of you gonna leave. And no, they ain't leaving that $1 million on the bench. That's how I be, man. So B-Ho say the best thing for Billy is to pack his bags for Lagway. Just prepare for a losing season. Simple as that. All right, man. So we're gonna pick the games at the end, so we won't get into that. So let's move on to the next game, man. The next game is gonna be that I thought I had Texas A&M and Notre Dame. Notre Dame is playing the home team, and they are favored by 6.5. Stat: Texas A&M beat UTSA the first week, right? I think they beat them by about 20. UTSA turned around and struggled with Texas State. And I'm not saying Texas State ain't good. I'm just saying there was a lot of hype and potential coming into the year for Texas A&M. Is this where they come in and we know exactly, okay, you beat Notre Dame, you got that potential, or you lose to Notre Dame and it's just the same old 8-4 Texas A&M?
I mean, I think regardless if they win or lose to Notre Dame, they're still the 8-4 Texas A&M. They don't have a quarterback. Marcel Reed is an amazing runner, but that's all he can give you. And so they're gonna play defense behind Elko. They're gonna be defensively strong, but I think they have a really good shot to go into South Bend and beat a team that is winless on the year and still somehow in the top 10. Trash.
Angel say Notre Dame taking this one.
But so when it's games like this out of conference, this is an important game, being a top 10 team that you're going on the road against to give you some confidence. End of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect them in their hunt to get to Atlanta.
Right.
It doesn't affect them with they have everything in front of them. Not saying that you want to throw this game away,
right? But it
it's
doesn't
not
affect
really-
you if you talk about getting to the conference
Yeah.
title and having a possible playoff spot.
all that.
Right.
that
B
stuff.
Hall say he want Notre Dame to win because he want Notre Dame undefeated when the Hogs play him. So the Hogs.
I agree
take
with
him
that.
down.
I agree with that. I feel the same way.
We need Notre Dame to start stacking up losses now so they can't backdoor into the playoffs at 10-2 because
Right.
they're not a playoff team.
All right, Woo Pig in the building. Woo Pig 00 say, "Yo, what's going on?
Double O, what's going on?"
Man. Miss Kathy says Notre Dame's defense is very good. That is a factual statement, Miss Kathy.
Yeah.
Miami found a way to win. Now Miami was at home when they played Notre Dame. Texas A&M travels to Notre Dame. Not that Notre Dame is a vaunted place to play, but a home team a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, does have the edge if it comes to a low scoring or close game. Mo, how you feeling? Like, is this now stats say Texas A&M kind of knows this don't make or break their season, but everybody outside of Texas A&M, as far as like regular fans, we like, man, Texas A&M just an 8-4 team, man. Is this that same thing? Do they need to beat Notre Dame to change the narrative?
I mean, I feel like it would be a signature win. I definitely do for Mike Elko. I feel like this is probably the biggest game. This is probably the biggest out of conference game that he's had since he's been at Texas A&M, right?
Yeah.
If not, I would say that this is probably his biggest non-conference game to date as Texas A&M's head coach. So I feel like this would be a signature win for him. Not only that, man, it would be a good win, a good momentum builder for Marcel Reed. Like Stat was saying, Marcel Reed ain't the best passer, bro. He's a good runner, but when you got weapons like Concepcion and Bethel Roman, and then you got Moss behind you, and they have a solid offensive line, bro. So, I mean, at this point, it's up to Marcel Reed whether or not he wants to stay in the pocket and throw the ball and get it to his playmakers. But that Notre Dame defense is solid, like Miss Kathy said. And me personally,
you got to earn it.
I agree. I want Notre Dame to be undefeated coming to Fayetteville too, because I'm gonna be at that game, bro. And
I'm gonna just let you know, win or lose this weekend, whatever their record is. And I'm saying this because I know, because I was in town when they came to Athens. When Notre Dame come to your city, it is the biggest game of the season. I don't care what people say about rivalries, and there is something about Notre Dame, whether it's you hate them that much or you just want it. When Notre Dame comes, it's going to be a sellout. Hotels going to double the prices. Gas going up. That's just what it's going to be. So just get ready, Fayetteville. When Notre Dame,
because they got their people with them.
Right. When Notre Dame roll through, that's just how it is. Jonathan Oldner in the building. Appreciate you getting in, my guy. Rico says Tama will keep it close, but Notre Dame 28-24. That's one thing about Notre Dame defense. They're not just going to give you nothing. You know, they make you earn every single thing you get. Now, I do think that Elko being a defensive guy, he can dial up some stuff that might trip up CJ Carr. He's a true, not true freshman, but a young, it'll be third game starting for him. Second game. Second, because they was off this past week. Yeah, you're right. Second game starting for him. I know he's at home, but it's still a young quarterback. And we've seen young quarterbacks that highly touted. Julian Saying, even though he got the win, didn't look that great. Arch didn't look that great. Garner hadn't looked that great. You know what I'm saying? It's like CJ Carr, decent, but didn't look that great. So Connor says, if Notre Dame beats A&M for a second straight season, with a freshman QB, my man Mike may have a little seat warmer. And second year, Connor putting it on them already. You trying to get the dude up out of there already?
Not yet. Not yet. Connor's always jumping the gun like that, so that take don't surprise me.
Right. Trojan fight. He was saying that Notre Dame, he said winless. He said they haven't won a game. That's because they're 0-1. What you gonna say, Mo? Like I don't know if that seat will be warm though.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be warm because these donors have put a lot of money into this staff, this roster, and just getting Mike Elko to Texas A&M. I think they're gonna give him a little bit more release just because it is Notre Dame. But just let me take a look at that schedule, man.
So Bishaw said it's the Notre Dame takeover, right? When they come to your city, they definitely taking over, dog. But if you're a football fan, you like this kind of interaction, though.
Texas A&M schedule just lays out nicely, man. I mean, they got Auburn next week. Mississippi State after that.
Auburn
Florida after
beat
that.
Baylor, dog.
But I'm just saying, in the context of traditionally good teams, this ain't a bad
schedule, right?
This ain't a bad schedule in comparison to what Florida, Arkansas have on their schedule. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
So and then they play who is this they play? Samford? Bro, Texas A&M, man, Mike Elko will be fine. I think Mike Elko will be all right.
Stevie G says Tamu 31, Notre Dame 13. God, Stevie G calling for the blowout in South Bend.
Good grief.
Oh, I don't know. That defense, like Angel and Miss Catton say, I don't know if they going for that.
But I thought the same thing in that Oklahoma and Michigan game.
Yeah,
I thought Oklahoma. I mean,
yeah. So they saying, if he's on the hot seat, who would they replace him with? Like, they, like you said, they spent a lot of money on Elko, dog. So I don't know about that.
Sunbelt
oh yeah, right. Underwood didn't look great, but again, you're right. He definitely didn't look great. Now the difference between Underwood and CJ Carr was on the road, so I will say that you're right. He was on the road, but I'll say Miami got a good defense. I don't know if their defense is as good as OU's, you know what I'm saying? So, but still, to your point, you're right. He had a lot of opportunities that he could have looked better, but he's trying to be this pocket quarterback. Hey man, use them feet, man. You got him. God gave it to him. You better use them feet. So,
right. Stevie G said A&M has a bye week next week. I'm just saying their next game after this is Auburn.
Right. And Auburn's at OU. That's right. Auburn is at OU. It's gonna be interesting. So, hey man, I think Texas A&M, they got a lot of positive vibes around the program, but I like what Marcus Freeman got going on at Notre Dame. They don't always look the sexiest when they win, but they play solid football. So I think Notre Dame gonna get this one. This spread is 6.5. I'll get into whether or not they cover the spread, when we do our picks. But I do think Notre Dame at home, Texas A&M got to show me before I go out here, talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, all right, man, before we do our picks, let's get into this Arkansas Ole Miss. Now, I saved some of y'all comments, man. Let me get to some of these comments, man. Stevie G said Austin Simmons is on the availability report. Like, was he hurt, Stevie G? I didn't even know that. Okay.
Man,
he get hurt in the last game. That'll be tough for them, but because he already a young quarterback. So imagine who behind him. So then Earthman says Ole Miss 45, Arkansas 10, and he's out. He was out about 30 minutes ago. We appreciate you, Earthman, when you see this on the replay. Woo Pig Sui says Arkansas over Ole Miss 31-20. And then he follows that up and says, if we beat Ole Miss, we will be 4-0 going into the Notre Dame game because no way we lose to Memphis.
I can't disagree with that. I mean, not the way we're playing right now, and with our defense waking up a little bit last week against Arkansas State, I feel like the pieces might be falling into place, man. I mean, Taylor Green is still continuing to put numbers on the scoreboard. We scored 4 more points than we did against Alabama A&M against a better Arkansas State team, even though they weren't great.
Right,
they're damn sure better than Alabama A&M.
Yeah, for sure.
I just feel
they're a
like,
Sun Belt team, right?
Yes. Arkansas State is a D1 Sun Belt team.
Right.
I feel like Arkansas's offense hadn't even hit its stride yet. I do feel like I watched the Alabama A&M game and I was at the Arkansas State game last week, and I saw a lot of the same vanilla play calling from Bobby Petrino. Okay. Now, based on the history between these two schools and what happened last year with Jackson Dart, Lane Kiffin, and a host of other players just demolishing Arkansas, and putting belt to ass. Excuse my French. I feel like they got a vendetta, man. I feel like Sam Pittman is still pissed off about Patrick Kudas leaving after letting him redshirt. You know what I'm saying? And he promised that he wasn't going to leave Arkansas and go anywhere. Then you got Luke Haas, supposedly supposed to be healthy for this game, and he's been out for the whole season up to this point. Then you got Jalen Braxton back there in the secondary for Ole Miss. There's a lot going on. There are so many storylines to this. Not only that, there's been rumblings, according to some other people in podcasts and sports pundits, that Taylor Green is a possible Heisman Trophy candidate.
There you go. Heisman.
I can't see it.
There has been talk.
But I will say that if you can go pull off this win against Ole Miss on the road definitively, it might start bubbling up, especially going into that Notre Dame game. So there's a lot on the line for Arkansas. There's a lot. I mean, I feel like Ole Miss has more to lose than Arkansas in this situation.
I definitely agree with that, and I think you're right. Taylor Green has talent. I came on, gave you a little something about being so hard on Taylor, because I told you when y'all got him out of the transfer portal out of Boise 2 years ago, I thought that he was a good talent, and I thought he could be good. He's definitely going to have chances to be on that big stage and provide those Heisman moments. On the other quarterback side, when I asked about Austin Simmons, because Stevie G said he was on the availability report, B. Shaw say his knee, and Stevie G says he's on probable. Apparently last week got hit in the knee, hobbled off. So even if he's playing, Austin Simmons may not be 100%, which if he ain't 100%, he can't use his legs the way he want to. When the defensive coordinator know where the quarterback gonna be at, it's a little easier to put pressure on him. So that may that may come into play on Saturday. So Rico said a D2 backup QB versus Arkansas. Oh, so their backup QB is from a transfer from D2, Rico? I did not know that. Okay.
I'm not sold on the fact that he ain't playing, man. I mean, Lane Kiffin likes to play games and troll, man. So
right, he
could be on that list just because, man. And then he could have Luke Haas playing as available just to get under people's skin. And man, Luke Haas been hurt all season. So I mean, bro, you just don't know what Lane Kiffin has going on, man.
Right. Woo Pig 00 says 27-21 Razorbacks. Cody gets in and says Arkansas beats Ole Miss 35-28. Hey, Rico said we going dancing in September.
Man,
Woo Pig 00 say Russian attack gotta dictate this game for Arkansas. So stat guy, what you thinking just off the top about this Arkansas Ole Miss game? You gave me a little numbers before we started the show. This series has been close, the last 10 years, 5 for one, 5 for the other. What we thinking?
I think the streak continues. Ole Miss has won the last 2. Last year it was BTA, and I think that the Lane train is going to be rolling again this Saturday with another cup full of a whooping with Arkansas's name on it.
Woo! That's big talk right there. That big talk over there. That big talk. Joe Cool in the building. We appreciate you getting in, man. He said the only way TG wins a Heisman at Arkansas is to win the Natty. That's tough right there. Hey, Lamar Jackson won it without winning the Natty. I'm just saying.
He did.
Travis Hunter. I'm just saying.
He did. They did. They were just exceptional talents.
Right. Woo Pig Suey says, Arkansas rush attack will win us this game. Ole Miss rush defense statistically has been terrible so far against teams with bad offense. They are 100-something in the country in rush defense. Now, the question is, will Petrino attack them that way? Or will he, Petrino likes to toss that ball around.
Man.
So, you know what I'm saying? And Taylor Green's been good.
He has. So we got weapons.
So, Mo, what you think? You think Petrino going to try to take advantage of this statistically bad rush defense? Or is he going to be old Petrino and try to toss it around the yard?
I think it's gonna be a balanced game. I feel like he's gonna take what the defense gives him, man. I mean, he went from the sideline to the skybox, man. So he's gonna have a bird eye view on what's going on the field. And I think that, like I said, a lot of vanilla play calling's been going on for the first 2 weeks. A lot of underneath routes, a lot of drag routes. Taylor Green doesn't have a throw longer than 37 yards this season.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So,
but that's never been Bobby Petrino's never been the take a shot down the field guy. He just gonna eat you up. He
has
consistently.
He has plays dialed up, yes. But he will dink and dunk you all the way down the field methodically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And last week, like I said, we had some other weapons emerge. Rohan Jones, a tight end that transferred in from some other school, but he's originally from Canada, man. But that boy caught a little out. It wasn't an out route. He caught a ball in the flat, man, and turned it up the field and just took it to the house, bro. So I'm interested to see what Bobby Petrino does. I know that he definitely hasn't called any real plays out of his playbook. It's all been vanilla the first couple weeks. And I think that he's going to open it up a little bit against Ole Miss. I think he's got something special for Ole Miss specifically.
I think so. I think if he's gonna have something, he's gonna show it this weekend. Again, the competition level steps up, and you need to kind of be on your P's and Q's. Arky Joe, I apologize for you, man. I think everybody else in the chat and that's viewing on all 3 platforms is.
I think he just got it fixed.
Yeah, okay. He said he got it.
Okay, cool. Shawty say Mo tried to tell you about Taylor Green last year. He was high on him. Like we was both high. We tried to tell you when y'all got him.
Listen, man, y'all. Hey, I'm not giving him all praise because that boy threw 2 bad interceptions last week against Arkansas State. So, but I will say he's got 10 touchdowns versus his 15 total last season. He's got 10 touchdowns in two games.
I'll
give him that.
Hey, receivers create separation. Guess what happens? You can throw him the ball.
I agree.
Yeah. So Connor says Lane Kiffin lying. He's a lying liar.
He's a lying liar.
Lies to his lie hole. Listen, for real. How many fake injuries will Ole Miss have? Do y'all know? Didn't they? Hold on. Didn't they pass the rule?
Yeah, there's a rule change now. Yeah,
not as many as Tennessee.
Because they both are good, but I don't know what the exact rule is. But they did change a rule. What does the rule say?
So the rule is once the ball has been spotted, if a player goes down after the ball has been spotted, whatever team the player goes down for is forced to use a timeout. Yep. And it's been called multiple times this year.
That ain't good. That ain't good for the team that the player goes down. So I think that will stop some of these teams from doing that stuff.
Absolutely.
So Arkansas says so. I'm not okay. Yeah, got you. Jonathan says they already making excuses. Oh, piss already making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
My boy DZ in here.
That's right. Joe says hit that like button. Hey man, we got a lot of people watching right now, man. We on Facebook, YouTube, we on Twitter. Y'all hit the like button on whatever platform you on, man.
I wish I could get on Facebook. I don't even know how to get on Facebook.
Stevie G says material is the Heisman. Let's hold our horses. I mean, I think he's definitely after the performance. I think you gotta anytime you have a performance on the bright light, biggest stage against another Power 4, a top program, then the quarterback always gets catapulted, especially when you have a game like that. But we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Arkansas would put a whooping on South Carolina. Broski, you sound like a Tennessee fan.
Oh, Cody said. Man. Cody.
They didn't like that Ole Miss pick. You know what I'm saying, stat guy?
It'll be all right. I got good news for you. We will see you next year because it's guaranteed to happen.
Let's get it.
Right.
Let's get it.
Christopher Cox getting in the bill. We appreciate you. He said, I would like to see all receivers, running backs, and tight ends. Okay. So Mo, how do you feel y'all have used those skill players on offense so far? Has it been kind of targeting the same, 2, 3, 4 guys?
Yeah, for the most part. But I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of guys are just catching the ball. Omega Blake is his favorite target. Then you got CJ Brown. Braylon Sharps caught a couple touchdowns. We got Cam Shanks a touchdown last week. We got Rohan Jones a touchdown last week. The ball is being spread around, bro. The fact of the matter is our tight ends just really got into the fold last week against against Arkansas State. So I'm hoping and praying that carries over into this Ole Miss game because, man, if that happens, Ole Miss is going to have their hands full with this Arkansas offense, man.
Right. Whoopie Deezy getting in the building. Appreciate you getting there. He said
he
would
Deezy?
Only call one of those picks bad, Mo.
Which pick?
So while we wait on Deezy,
he's talking about the
because you said he threw you said he threw 2 bad picks. Deezy saying he only threw one, he would only call one of the picks bad, whereas the other one is acceptable.
Yeah, tomato. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I will say I am excited to see Omega Blake finally showing out a little bit and showing what has been expected of him since he stepped foot on campus at South Carolina 5 years ago. Glad to see him finally get an opportunity.
He's definitely doing his thing at Arkansas.
Okay. Careful now. Arkansas will turn sellers into Rattler next year. Rattler played. Hey, Rattler played good his senior
He
year
did.
at South
Especially with
Carolina.
that
So
terrible offensive line.
right, he didn't have no offensive line, and he still was carving people up. So I don't know if you want him to do that.
Facts. Big facts.
Hey man, so I think this. It looks like outside of last year, because that last year was the exception for Ole Miss. Ole Miss plays good at home under Lane and bad, not as good on the road. Hence, now Kentucky always plays them tough. They went into that, and Kentucky kind of controlled the game for a good bit. You know what I'm saying? Now Kentucky plays super physical. Not to say that Arkansas don't, but Kentucky always plays super physical. But they're back home because y'all playing them at Ole Miss, so they're back on the Grove where they're more comfortable. And when Lane's comfortable, there's no limitations on the playbook. So the defensive coordinator for Arkansas has to be ready for any and everything. And just know, unless it's 4th and 4 or more, he probably going for it. 4th and 3 on his 42, he going for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Lane calls stuff. You know what I'm saying, when he down in the Grove, man. So it's gonna be interesting. It's a good week of football coming up. South Carolina, Vandy, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, Florida, and Arkansas, Ole Miss. Man, y'all know what time it is, man. It's time to talk about these picks, man. Mo, you actually did better than both of us. So
man, let's take a look.
Right,
I was a little bit worried.
According to the spread, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things. It's like play against that spread, you know what I'm saying? So Mo, you picked Ole Miss to cover. They did not. I picked Ole Miss to cover. They did not. Stat guy went with Kentucky, and they did cover. Right. I went with Florida, and you two went with USF. Hey, shame on me for going with the arch rival, but I thought DJ Ladway was that guy. I guess not. Won't ever happen again. Kansas, me and Stat took Kansas. You stayed with the SEC and took Mizzou, and Mizzou covered.
Yes, sir.
Those points. And then we all three missed on the Virginia Tech. Vandy went in there, handled business. Not only did they cover, they beat the dudes by 24. So it got ugly in Blacksburg. And then in the Oklahoma game, me and Mo came out on top. Thank you, Oklahoma, for saving Coach I from going winless in week 2. And Stat Guy missed with Michigan. So Mo, you again, you had 3. Stat Guy had 2, and I had 1. And I think for the season, let me see, Mo, you are in the lead by 1, if I'm not mistaken. Mo, you got 5. Stat got 4, and I got the lowly 2. So man, it ain't looking good for your boy. So I gotta make up some. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cheat off y'all. So hold on, let me that way I can make sure that I got the right people here. There we go. All right, so we got South Carolina and Vandy up first. Mo, what you thinking?
Oh man, I really do like Diego Pavia, man, but I also like the combination of Nick Harbor and man, I forget his name, man. What's y'all's quarterback name, Stat?
Lenore Sellers.
Lenore Sellers. I like that. I feel like South Carolina has much more firepower on offense, and not only that, they got a grade A number 1 pick or a top 10 pick in a defensive end in Stewart, man. I'm gonna have to go with South Carolina in this one, man. Unless Diego Pavia has some Pavia magic, man. But I'm gonna have to go with South Carolina and they're gonna cover that 5.5.
There it is. Stat Guy, I don't need to ask you because I know you think they're definitely gonna cover. I'm gonna let you save how bad they're gonna cover. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for the Stat Line with Jeff the Stat Guy. All Gamecock football all the time. He'll get into exactly how much he believes South Carolina is going to beat Vandy by. Again, I did say when we talked about this at the beginning of the show, the difference is this year, Vanderbilt has looked like a solid team top to bottom. They haven't had to have any special trick plays, Pavia magic. They just kind of won. They went into Blacksburg and just did the thing. I just think South Carolina has Vandy's number. As good as Vandy played last year, South Carolina went to Vandy. Not that it's a hostile place or anything like that, but they beat them 28-7. I think South Carolina wins this game. I think they cover that 5.5, but I don't think it's a blowout. I think it's more like a 24-13 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So give me SC as well. All right, Mo. Texas A&M traveling to South Bend to take on the Irish. They are 6.5 underdogs.
Ooh, with Notre Dame at home.
That's a tutty. That's a tutty.
Notre Dame at home. I'm gonna have to take that, bro. I'm gonna have to take Notre Dame covering that, bro. I feel like Marcel Reed is gonna get shaken up in South Bend, bro. I feel like I feel like that's gonna be the difference in this game, because I feel like Notre Dame's defense is solid, and I feel like they're good enough to win by 7 at home.
Stat guy, what you thinking? You not high on Marcel Reed either. Does Texas A&M at least cover the 6.5?
While I'm not high on Marcel Reed, I am high on Mike Elko in that defense, and 6.5 is way too much for a defensive game in South Bend. So I'm taking A&M to cover.
Ooh.
I do think it's going to be a defensive game, but I do think when you got the running backs, the Notre Dame guy, I think it's going to be like one of those games where a big play separates who wins or who loses. Notre Dame is going to have the home crowd. Give me Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame to cover that 6.5 and win by exactly 7 points this Saturday. Georgia at Tennessee. We was favored by 6.5. The showing after this past weekend dropped us down to 3.5. We're traveling to Knoxville. What do you think, Mo?
Bro, I'm taking Tennessee outright. I'm taking Tennessee outright, bro. I don't see y'all. I don't see Tennessee has a quarterback,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that y'all aren't capable of getting it done, but I feel like if y'all beat Tennessee, it's gonna be more than 3.5 points. So I'm taking Tennessee outright.
There it is. Stat guy, who you taking?
Man, I told you last night that for the first time in over 3 years, I was picking Georgia to lose. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and listen to Rocky Top for 2 hours during college game day and listen to that joint for another 4 hours after the game ends. Give me the Dogs rolling into Knoxville with the dub.
Well, y'all already know I'm taking the Dogs. I will give y'all this tidbit. And this is to the Tennessee fans that find it interesting to post that Kirby never won against Tennessee while he was at Georgia. That is correct. Peyton Manning was there, and Tennessee beat us 4 years straight when Kirby was the safety. Interesting note is Kirby hasn't lost as a head coach in Knoxville. He is 4-0, and it hasn't been close. I trust Kirby to get us ready. Give me the Dogs to cover that 3.5. Swamp time. LSU is 7.5. You talking about a lot of points for a conference game for rivals. LSU is 7.5 point favorites over Florida. What you got, Mo?
LSU to cover.
Just like that. I like that. That like Billy is in trouble already, so he definitely ain't going down there to cover. I got it. Stat.
You could make that thing 17.5, and I would still take LSU to cover.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna be with y'all, man. I think LSU again. I do think LSU one of the best teams in the SEC, and I think they handle business. Last game, and listen, before we pick this game, y'all make sure after this show is over, y'all get over to the Hogwild podcast so y'all can dive deeper into this Arkansas Ole Miss game with a whole bunch of crazy Arkansas fans. Hey, man, shout out to the Hogwild family, man. Hey, Mo, I already know you taking the.
I'm taking the Hogs outright. Yep. I'm taking them outright, man.
Stat, you already let us know. You said Ole Miss was gonna do that thing. Have you changed your mind?
Look, I just let all the Hog fans know out there, it's all love. Can't wait to talk trash with y'all next year when our two teams line up. But give me Ole Miss to win this thing 41-17. Belt to ass.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right, Stat. It's gonna be some sad singing and flower bringing next week, huh?
Right.
One way or the other.
Hey, listen, man, 6.5. Woo. Y'all done told me Austin Simmons might be hurt. It's tough right here, man. I am though.
Just go ahead. You know you want to take Ole Miss.
I do, but the problem is they ain't stopped the run yet. And I don't know what Petrino go. I don't know if Petrino gonna go against his Tennessee. If he go down there throwing it around, you know what I'm saying?
We got a scat back in a battering ram.
Give me Ole Miss to cover, dog.
There you go. Stick to your script, man.
Ole Miss to cover at home. That's how we doing it, man. So hey, man, let me get to some of these comments right before we get up out of here, man. Let's see what we got here because we got them going wild in here. B. Shaw say we're gonna roll to Athens North. That's kind of what we call Knoxville. You know, that's how we do. You know what I'm saying? Angel says Woo Pig. That's right, Woo Pig Suey. Okay, floppy top. Angel says I got you. Vandy covers and wins. Stephen G says in Columbia.
Man, you're gonna be so sad next week if that happens.
Hey, Angel put all 5 of his out there. He says South Carolina, Notre Dame, Georgia, LSU, Arkansas. Get it. I like it. I got you. A&M gets some revenge, Arky Joe says. And
we'll see.
He's also picking Tennessee. Okay.
We'll see.
Hey, Angel said that Georgia defensive line, man. Hey, that's what I'm counting on. I'm telling you that there. I'm rolling up here. Let's see. Connor says Arkansas kicker wins it. 34-31. How about that?
Starzik is the truth. I'm not mad at that.
Dizzy says definitely gonna be a shootout. He doesn't expect a lot of defense in that Arkansas Ole Miss game. Okay.
I don't either.
Cuzzo says I think Ole Miss is going to hit Arkansas in the mouth. Coming from an LSU fan, of course.
That's what's up. I ain't mad at. They don't like us anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. Wu Pei Sui says should be a great game because Arkansas plays better on the road, and that's been proven.
I didn't bring that up.
Right. They play better on the road, but Ole Miss plays better at home. Something got to give. So here's a Jonathan Oldner says, I'm pissing off Lou Holtz and the old ball coach, and the Omega is at the right place. Omega Blake. Okay, we're going to see what he got this weekend. Yep. So let's see. Any bonus thoughts on Alabama, Wisconsin? That's what we're going to end this show with. Starting with you, Mo.
I think that Alabama is going to win this game against a quality Big 10 opponent. Hell, is it the Big 10 or the Big 16 now, man?
Big 20.
Yeah, man. So I think Alabama's going to handle business, man. I haven't had a chance to watch Wisconsin play, so I'm just going to roll with the SEC in this one, man.
All right. They got their mojo back, stat guy after pummeling somebody nobody 73. To their credit, they did what they're supposed to do. They held them to a goose egg and they scored a lot of points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they win this game comfortably. I don't think they cover the 21.5. I think that might be a little much, but I think this game's never in doubt. I don't think we're watching this at halftime thinking, is Alabama cooked? I think by halftime it's over. And like I said, they might only win 2 touchdowns by 17, but it's just a comfortable, easy Saturday at the office.
Right. I see this game like a 31-14 Alabama. I think regardless, I don't know what their future holds in the rest of the schedule, but I do think the loss to Florida State was a wake-up call. I don't know how many players woke up, but I think it was a wake-up call, not because Florida State is bad, but because they got punched in the mouth. And they did it on national TV when everybody thought they was going to go in there and handle business. So I think they are going to go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a running team, and I don't know. I know it's not the same with Wisconsin with Luke Fickell, but they still like that traditional running team. And I don't think Luke Fickell really has a whole bunch that's going to fool anybody. So I think they handle business, like you say, 31-17, 31-14, something like that. Game never really in doubt. So good question, man. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody from the Fan Addict family, from the Hogwild family. Y'all know how we get down every Wednesday, 8 p.m. It's Coach I's, the Stat Guys, SEC Mo's, Dogs, Halls, and Gamecocks, man. We up in here giving the preview for the weekend. So make sure y'all come back next week, same time, same channel, man. Hey, and after this, you start at 9:30, right, Mo? Or 8:30?
Yeah. I mean, Eastern time is 9:30. I'm about to jump on in about 15 minutes.
So y'all make sure y'all get over to the Hogwild podcast for some in-depth Arkansas Ole Miss talk, man. 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time, right after the show. We appreciate our guy Mo getting in. Hogwild podcast. Subscribe to all that. Check out my guy, the Stat Guy, tomorrow on the Stat Line, so he can give his in-depth thoughts on South Carolina, Vandy, Sellers, Heisman hopes, and some other trash talk from apparently Vandy and things of that nature, man. And I'm Coach I, man. Y'all can come back to the Fan Addict Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and get you some SEC football.
Facts.
That's just it. So we appreciate everybody. Until next week, y'all already know how it is, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and share the content. And for the replay game, I want to start shouting out the replay game, man. Some of y'all can't come in at 8 to 9, so we're gonna shout out the replay game, man. Leave us a comment on YouTube on either channel to let us know who you picking in them 5 games. South Carolina, Vandy, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, Florida, and Arkansas, Ole Miss, man. For my guy, SEC Mo, Stat Guy, I'm Coach I. We out here.
Peace.